We brought some beautiful flowers here. Told you we'd be back. We'd like to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. We thought that these flowers here could be a nice symbolic gesture of how we feel coming into this house. And what a perfect day, I guess, to start this, what we would call an investigation. But maybe we could look at it another way. Getting to share the love that perhaps you have for this home, for this property. It's beautiful. We're not sure exactly who's here, but from our friends that purchased the home and started to do restoration, we're very positive that there's a few different souls here. And we would like to communicate with you tonight if possible. And if not, that's okay. Because we're really more about introducing ourselves. And we did that a little bit earlier when we were setting up our cameras and lighting up the candles and warming the place up here. But again, my name is Steve. I'm a Saginaw resident, care very much about this city and its beautiful historic homes. And this is Jamie. She's also a resident of Saginaw now, a transplant. She loves this place dearly. And we would like to try to help, because there seems to be some kind of confusion as to what's happening, perhaps. Maybe you're wondering who these people are that have come in, what their intention is. We're not sure your time frame, when you were alive, and if and when you own this home. So we would like to try to bridge that gap if possible. Beautiful, look at these pocket doors everywhere. You can see they already started to try to sand these off, it looks like. We're just admiring this home. It's just beautiful. The woodwork, the good old lumber era of Saginaw, the craftsmanship. Hello? Feel free to come out and say hello if you'd like to. We'd love to meet with you, talk, maybe learn more about this home. We're going to spend a lot of time here. We're going to try to peel back the history, all the different layers, looking for clues in the architecture, what rooms used to be what rooms, used for what purpose, maybe find something hidden away, perhaps a little time capsule. A lot of these old homes have things like that. It's quite exciting. But again, most importantly, we're here for you. We're here to help you understand the changes that are taking place. Maybe make it a little bit easier to kind of transition into welcoming a new family. Does that sound okay with you? Wow, this place is pretty beautiful. I just love it. But there's quite an uneasy vibe in here. That feeling of being watched, and that shuffling we heard right there definitely sounded like something was walking behind you. That's a little unusual. There's a peephole. Now, why would that be? Huh. I gotta take a picture of that. That's pretty unusual. I've never seen a peephole on an interior door like that. Huh. That's strange because here is the front door to the home. And to my knowledge, I don't believe that this home has ever become an apartment. I don't think it was ever split up into units. And even if it was, why would you have a peephole on the interior? Odd. But like I said, it's that peeling back of the layers, trying to figure out all the different clues. We thought we heard a couple of footsteps over here. I wanted to give it a moment to not make you feel that we're imposing. Is somebody over here? We definitely heard some shuffling here by the ladder. Maybe you're just coming to check out some of what we set up. These devices are cameras. I'm not sure your time frame, much like a still camera when they would take photographs, but they work a little bit differently. And of course, we've got some beautiful candles, which you would certainly be accustomed to. And if you would like to, maybe come check out these flowers. This is a gift from us. We're going to leave these here. I love these pocket doors. Would you like to communicate with us? Come say hi. Whoa. Come here. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me if the camera is able to get that. There's like 3 faces. 1, 2, 3. There's another face here. Look at that. Hello? Is somebody in there? I'm gonna come in. I just took a photo of these beautiful pocket doors and I saw a few faces up here in the glass. Were you guys maybe just watching us? Seeing what we were up to? Is it okay with you if I come in this room? I'd like to come in. Any objection? It's very cold in here. Feel it. I've been doing this for a long time, communicating with others like you, and I've developed a pretty good sense of when I feel that somebody's here. Despite the photograph that I could clearly see faces in the glass here, this room is extremely cold. In fact, I'm shivering. And when I first opened the door, I thought I had seen something here on this old wooden chair. So I believe that there's somebody or persons in this room besides myself and Jamie. So I would like to say hello again, and I hope you don't mind me being in this room. Could you perhaps tell me your name or names? What was that? It sounded like something like slid. Everything looks the same. It sounded like it came from right here, like something slid. I've got the feeling that we're kind of being followed around the home here. It looked like 2 or 3 faces in this window. Are there 2 or 3 people present? Can you give us a sign? We would love to know about this home, about its history, and we would love to be able to do our job. And by that I mean, when we're done here, when we've had our time, we're hoping that this home can return to what it was, a home. Now it sits empty and cold, pretty desolate. But as you can see, the process has begun of putting fresh paint on the wall, refurbishing the wood. It can be filled once again with warmth and heat and love and laughter and all the things that make a building, a structure, a home. And if this was your property, if this was your home at one point, wouldn't you love to see it go back to that again? I think you would. Maybe it's just a little confusing when you see new people coming in and they're changing things. Maybe some of the changes you might not like. Maybe you would have went with a different color. Maybe you don't want certain rooms disturbed. I'm not sure yet. Maybe people have lived here in the past that have done things you weren't happy with. And maybe you're upset that that's going to happen again and repeat. But the one thing I can tell you is the people that are now trying to make this home, they're good people and they care. They care about the city. They care about this place, its integrity. In fact, here I see It looks like they've kept out an old hinge here that they plan on restoring because they do care. That's beautiful. We'd like to take a look around, get a little tour, a little layout of the land. I hope that's okay with you. What the hell was that? That was loud. That came from right above us. Hello? Did I say something to upset you? Or did you just want to get my attention? Would you like to come down and join us? That was so loud. Can you let me know what room you're in? Who's there? Black shadow right across. I saw somebody walk by. You blocked out that window. Who's here? And that would have been right above us. This was the room the sound came from, and the shadow was large, and it went right this way. I'm telling you, when I looked down here, it went by fast. It blocked out the light coming from this window, and it just went right by. It was tall, it was big. It went straight this way, right into that closet. So our first night here at what we refer to as the slaughterhouse, which we'll get into more reasons on why it's called that. Jamie and I came in here earlier in the day and we set up our cameras. We got the candles, the lanterns, we brought in our gear. We definitely had very powerful sensations of being watched. And I mean, Basically, like I described during the investigation, or should I say the introduction, so to speak, but even more so earlier in the day, the feeling of being watched was like penetrating, almost a stalking type of feeling. Anywhere we would go in the home, we would have this sense of somebody basically on our heels around every corner, just that very intense predatory feeling. Of course, we don't really know what's here. We don't know the nature. We just know the accounts from the family that we will get into. We do know that there is something here that's perhaps angry, perhaps not happy with what's taking place. But again, we have to peel the layers back as we continue the investigation, find out more about the history, who used to own the property. Has anybody passed away here in the home that's well over a century old? There's so many details that we're missing. But from my initial interaction, my initial introduction of the home, yes, I mean, definitely we had footsteps right behind me at one point over by the ladder, kind of walking in between the fireplace and the ladder. There was that huge bang that came from upstairs on the second floor. Also before that, I thought I had saw something on that old wooden chair. So a lot of things happening in rapid succession. That bang was so loud, and you can feel it, felt it reverberate in the floor and the walls. It was a huge thud. At that point, started to go up the staircase and trying to see what room did it come from. Can we try to establish contact, find out who did it, what was the motive? As I'm going down the hallway on the second floor, I saw a black shadow, plain as day, a large black shadow swoop by super fast. And at the time, I couldn't really see where it went. But then when I entered the room, you could see there was a closet there. And again, when I saw that shadow go by, it was solid enough that it actually blocked out the light from the city through the window. It went into that closet. Clearly, as you could see on the video, there was nowhere for it to go. There was a little attic up there. That's it. Nothing was there. Whatever it was made itself visible. I don't know if it thought maybe we weren't going to come up there. I don't know if it wanted me to see it. There's a lot I don't know at this point. This is just the beginning, but certainly this is one hell of a beginning. That was unnerving. I'm not exactly sure who or what I saw, but this house is definitely active. And from the family that owns the property, I had already believed that before I came here because they are trusted friends. It's going to be very interesting to see what takes place from here as we continue this journey.